Okay, so sorry. Yeah. Hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. So welcome to the session of the second day session of React.js. Okay. So last class we have actually discussed about the course introduction about React.js, right? So we have discussed what are the concepts can be covered, actually what is React.js and why it is get popularity, and how much salary we get if we have done with the course. Okay, and so the complete course plan we have discussed, and we also go through what the live application which is already hosted on Google. So we have went through all the course structure and everything. Okay, and also I have posted that video on my YouTube channel because there's a free video for everyone. So whoever join or the outside people also can access that. So for that reason, I made it in my YouTube channel. So if you want to access that particular video, the yesterday's video, the recorded, it is hosted here. You can just go to YouTube and just type my name. Okay, so as soon as you type my name, you get this my channel. In this, the very first video will be this one. If you can go inside of it. Okay, so I have put it in here, first video, or else you can check in here. Okay, this was the video which we have discussed the class, and also the people who has not joined yesterday for this particular class, so that will be available here. Okay, so please go through this so that you get the complete understanding of the course plan. Okay, so in this next 45 days, what are we going to do? So what you can expect in my React.js training, you can understand from this particular video. So you can just go through this. Fine. Next, okay, we know what can, one second, we know what we can learn in React.js and how the course structure and all the course modules, all the 7 modules, how it is, and we have discussed that. Okay, after that, so before we start with the actual React.js development from the scratch, we need to do some kind of setup. So that setup is nothing but environment setup. So it means we need to install the set of softwares so which are required for the whole development process. So I need everyone to have the same set of softwares in your system. So once you have done with the setup ready, so that you can catch up with me daily, you can follow with me all the examples daily what I'm doing, and you can also replicate that in your system. Okay, because daily I'm going to share this recorded video as well as the files. And moreover, if you miss any one of the class in between, no issue at all. If you joined lately, or if the meeting got disconnected in between and you not understand the concept, whatever uh, the possibility, no issue. As soon as the class is finished, this complete recording will be shared with you. And as I said, only the first 3 classes will be free. So first 3 classes will be hosted to the YouTube. Anybody can watch. And from fourth class onwards, only the paid people can access. I'll be keeping my Google Drive so that I'll give access to the specific people who paid, so they can access those videos and they can download immediately. Okay, and they can practice. So all the course videos and all the project files and even slides, notes, everything will be shared on a daily basis as soon as the class is finished. So once you have time, free time, in your free time, you can download it and you can practice yourself. So how many times you wanted, you can practice it. And along with that, we also have the Telegram group. Okay, so the Telegram group, I tell you, I think that Telegram group will be, yeah, see, in this particular video, I given the Telegram group link. So what is that? It's just when you open this particular video, okay. So if you can go to the description, I have given Telegram group. No, okay, fine. I have not given. Uh, wait, wait. I'll give the Telegram group here in this link. So with that link, you can join to the Telegram group. So what is the benefit of Telegram group is, all the online students will be there in this group. So if you get some issue, because uh, if you're joining live with a meeting, so you can ask me the questions directly to me, and you can rectify your doubts. And once the meeting is finished, I'll be share the recorded video. But if you're just following the recorded video, if you get some issues, or if you get some doubts, if you get some errors, you can just take a screenshot of those questions and you can just post in the group. Okay, so there are many people are out there in the group. So if they come across the same kind of issue, they'll help you, because it's just like a network of the React.js developers. Okay, all the students along with me. So if anybody come across the same situation, the same issue, if they come out and if they have resolved, so they tell you the how to resolve it. Okay, they'll answer. If no one answer, definitely I'll answer. And even you may ask the question, sir, it's not like you will know everything about React, right? Yes, I can agree. So if any question or any kind of issue, if I cannot able to find out, don't worry, I'll search in Google and reply. Okay, so that guarantee I can give you. So better you join the group. And I think this, once this meeting is finished, you can check this description. So I'll be giving the link over here so that you can join the Telegram group. Okay, fine, and that's the plan. So now today's class is how to set up the development environment for the React. It means we need to have a set of softwares to be installed. So we're gonna install those things here. Okay, and those anybody's friends, any the people already joined, right? Some people. If your friends or colleagues also want to join this particular meeting, so you can refer them the same video, the video which I have posted in my YouTube channel. There I have given the link as well. I think this one, yeah. Register advance for this course. Okay, you can register for this link and you can ask them to join by this link. Okay, so that's about it. And this is our Facebook group. And also I given yesterday's application live. I given here the link. So this is the link we have tested, right? The live application, if you want to test, this is the link and this is the credit card number. And CVV and all, you can give any of your any number you can give, and you can test this. See, this is application we have tested yesterday, and that link also given in this description. You can just go through this and just walk through this application. Okay, and I can say not only this one, we're going to add some more features also to this application. Okay, this is just basic first version of the application, but in this class we are learning the next version of this application. It means something more features is going to be added, like order list will be added, and like multiple vendors also can log into the system, and admin login separates, admin control panel separates, and general control panel separates. I want to make one admin panel. So something next version is going to come for this batch. Okay, every batch some more improvements. Okay, fine. So today's class, come back to today's class. Today we're going to discuss software installation. There are some set of softwares required. The very first one is Notepad plus plus. Okay, so by seeing this name, don't worry, sir. Notepad plus plus. Why we need this? Yeah, pretty sure this Notepad plus plus not for development. I strongly say Notepad plus plus is not for development. Okay, this Notepad plus plus is just to take some notes. Okay, so running notes if you want to take. Okay, some commands you want to type by yourself, and you want to see the existing code, source code, like this. You want to see some existing source code, so you need this Notepad plus plus. Okay, this is not for development. This is just to take some running notes. Okay, and second, to develop the actual project, if you want to write the source code, and uh, some people are joining both Angular as well as React of my batch. Okay, so I wanted main focus on those people, because they want same set of softwares can be used for React as well as for Angular. Okay, and same kind of projects as well. So this software setup can also work for React as well as Angular, but React specific, only one or two softwares are different. Angular CLI is extra. Okay, so this is specifically for React. Okay, Notepad plus plus and editor. So in this editor, we're going to write the software code for either React or Angular. So you can choose any kind of editor in the list. You can use Visual Studio Code or WebStorm, or you can use Atom. You can use brackets, or you can use Sublime Text, or you can use Dreamweaver, anything. Okay, so you can choose any one of the editor. If you're already familiar with Sublime Text, you can use it. If you're already familiar with brackets or Atom or VS Code, you can use anything. If you're not familiar with anything, use this WebStorm. So this is ultimate, and which is like something superior to all these editors. Okay, and one small thing is this is not free version; it's a paid version. Okay, so WebStorm is not open source. This remaining everything is open source except WebStorm. But here in this class, we will be using WebStorm as an IDE. Our development environment is WebStorm. Okay, you may ask, sir, if it is paid, so we can't pay for this one. Don't worry. When you install the WebStorm, it will be free for first 1 month. It is free. 30 days. It is will be trial version. Be free of cost. But after 30 days, you have to pay for that. Okay. Don't worry. If you register for this course, if you pay the fee for this course, anyway, after 1 month it will expire. Don't worry. I'll give you one activation key. So that will help you to go through this to crack it, and this will work free of cost lifetime. Okay. It means you don't need to pay a single rupee for this to make it work for lifetime. Okay, that I'll give you after 1 month of this installation. Okay, so because this the key cannot be shared for everyone, only for the paid people can be shared. Okay, so please install this one. Okay, and if you are familiar with any of this, yeah, you can happily go through that. Okay, next we want Node.js, because we're going to write Node.js source code in the background, like Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, and all. So we need Node.js. And the next thing is we want to install MongoDB, and we want to install Insomnia or Postman. So this is the software which you can use it to test the REST API, because we're going to develop the REST API for backend. So that can be tested through this link, this software. Either you can use Insomnia or Postman. Next, we have Git. The Git Bash you have to install. This is for code push. Okay, so code repository, you're gonna push and pull the code for a particular branch, and you're gonna deploy. Okay, so this Git Bash is required, and for code repository related activities. And we also need the Heroku. So this is another command line, just like a Git Bash. So this is used to deploy the application. As you can see, our application, this Heroku app. So this application has deployed using the command line called Heroku. So this is also required for us. So these are the list of softwares which we need to install. Okay. So I'll just go through each and every software installation, and this video will be recorded, and this will also be uh, make it live. I mean, I'm gonna deploy this to, I'm gonna upload this to the YouTube. You can watch it a number of times, and you can make the setup by yourself. Okay, just watch the video and you can do it. Okay, so let's start with Notepad++. Okay, so let me go to Google once. One second. Let me go to Google. Here you can type Notepad++. This is the official website. Just open this. Yeah, here there will be current version 7.8.9. Just click on that. Okay, so here you have three set of softwares. One is 32 bits and 64 bits. Okay, so my system is 64-bit operating system, so I can download 64 bits. And how to check a 64-bit or 32 bits? It's very simple. I hope you know that. When you go to my computer, uh, this one, this PC, you can right click open with properties. You can see what, see system type 64-bit. Okay, and this is the RAM. Okay, 64-bit operating system. So 64-bit means you have to install all 64-bit softwares only for Windows. So click on this installer. Okay, you can choose any of this, but zip file you have to extract it. This is direct installation. So click on the installer. So this is going to download one .exe file. So I'm going to cancel it because I have it already. Oh, it's downloaded. Fine. So this is Notepad++. Fine. Next, um, next step, how to download this thing. So first we'll download everything and then we will start with the installation process. Okay. So Notepad++ downloaded. Next, editor, Visual Studio Code or WebStorm. So where you get this Visual Studio Code is, you can go to Google again, everything search in Google, uh, Visual Studio Code, and this is an open source editor. This supports even for Angular, React, and regular UI development also. This will work, so you can choose this one. Okay, and this is the official website, and this is the Microsoft product. Okay, so click on this link, and yeah, this will looks like this one. And if you want to download for Windows, you can just click on this button. It will download for Windows. Let me click on once. Yeah, it's thanks for downloading. Fine. If you are using any other operating system, you can choose the other platform. If you click on other platform, so it will give you like Mac, Linux, the different packages. Mac directly you can click on this. Linux you have different versions, and Windows also we have different versions. 64-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, 32-bit. So you can choose either version and install. Okay, and please share this also. Run command type to we get full system information. Okay, 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 fine. So install this one. So we are downloaded the VS Code. Fine. Next, if you want to install WebStorm, you can directly go to the official website of WebStorm now. Just type WebStorm IDE. So this will be coming from JetBrains. This is the official website. This guy will have a lot of products like WebStorm is there, PyCharm is there. So IntelliJ IDEA is there. So many products are there. IntelliJ IDEA generally we use for Java guys, Java developments. PHP Storm mostly for PHP developers. PyCharm can be used for the Python developers, and WebStorm can be used for our UI developers like Angular, React, and those things. So this guy have a lot of different versions for every language. So that is the main. Uh, the parent company is JetBrains. So just click on this link. So JetBrains/WebStorm. So this is the official website. So from here, you can just click on download. Okay, this is 30 days free trial. So don't worry, once you have paid the fee, I'll give you the key so you can activate it for lifetime. Okay, so you can download this. Just click on download. So this will get download for you. And these are the remaining other tools by JetBrains, TeamCity, Space, Ruby. Okay, fine. So that is WebStorm. I just okay. Let me download. Next, what is next? You can Atom. Atom also you can install using one meta. You can go to Google once. Okay, here you can type Atom. Actually, it is editor. You can type Atom editor. So this is our Atom IDE. This one, and this is also free version. You can click on this atom.io. This is official website. You can download from here. I'm not doing it because I'm not going to use this. Okay, so almost everything is same. Okay, and next, brackets. If you want to install brackets, go to Google once. This type brackets IDE or editor. Okay, so if you click on brackets, this is official website for brackets, the brackets.io, and you can download the brackets and any other downloads for any other operating system. You can download this. You can use either this one or Dreamweaver also. You can use Adobe's Dreamweaver. Okay, so these are all anything you can install, any one you can install. Okay, either VS Code or WebStorm you can install. This is not that necessary. Okay, either these two, fine. For my class, I'm using WebStorm, and I request you to use the same. Okay, you can easily follow along with me. Fine. Along with this, we want Node.js. So how to get Node.js is, again, go to Google and just type Node.js. Okay, so this is the official website of Node.js, and the current version is 14.6, 7 days ago. Fine, and just click on this Node.js. Here we have two versions. So I strongly suggest go with this one. Don't go with this one because this is still in development mode. So please don't go through that. This is recommended for most users. This is the stable version actually. You can download this one. Okay. Any other downloads like any other operating system, you can just click on other downloads. Okay. If you can click on other downloads, you can see everything here. Okay. So Windows, Mac, and other. So I want Windows MSI, so Microsoft installer of 64-bit. Just click on 64-bit. It will download the 64-bit Node.js for me. Done. Installation we'll see. Next, MongoDB. So how you get MongoDB is just go to the Google MongoDB. Okay, so this is the your local MongoDB database setup. So just go to mongodb.com official website. Here you can sign in and all not required. You can click on the software, just hover on software. You get the first link, community server. Okay, this community server, just click on that. Okay, so once you click on community server, you get this page. Yeah, here you can see the right side available downloads. Don't change anything because this will automatically detect your operating system and it will give you an option platform. Okay, version will be the current version and platform will select automatically. So don't select manually because it will check your system and does it automatically. And package MSI file and download. So this will download your MongoDB local setup. I think it's downloading 216 MB. Fine. So that's for MongoDB. And next, Insomnia and Postman. So these are the REST clients. Okay, to test their backend REST API without the browser. So we're gonna install them. Go to Google once. For Insomnia, both are used for same purpose. Just like for editor, we have VS Code WebStorm. Let's like that. For REST API, we have these two. So you can install either one, but I'm going to install both and I'm going to show you both. Okay. So because some people use mostly this one, some people use mostly this one. So let's see. So let's type Insomnia. I think I typed something wrong. Okay, Insomnia REST client. You can type. Okay, so if you type Insomnia REST client, you get this link, insomnia.rest. So this is the Insomnia. So here you have, so you can test the backend API with this software. You have two things. One is the Insomnia Designer and Insomnia Core. So this is just for to create the API designs and all. As of now, we don't need this. We will use this once really we start with the APIs and all. First, we install this one just for testing purpose. Okay, Insomnia Core. So click on this latest release. You get this page, and here just click on Windows. You can click on other downloads. You can click on here. Okay, just click on this Windows. It will download the Insomnia software for you. Okay, done. And one more is Postman. So how to get a Postman is let's say Postman desktop app. Okay, if you type the Postman desktop app, this is postman.com. This is also for same purpose, just like Insomnia. Okay, this one. So Postman, you can download for Windows here. Other downloads you can just check over here. So just click on download for 64 bits. So it will download you the 64-bit version of Postman. Okay, done. So it's keep downloading, don't worry. Next, git bash and Heroku. So git bash, if you want to install, you can go to the Google ones, just say git bash, you type, or else git space scm, you type git scm. That is our website, git. Okay, for source code control, version control system. Yeah, so click on this git scm. Yeah, so this git is the official website, and here right side, this is the button for downloading for Windows, and Mac is here. So click on this button, so that will download you the git. Okay, done. Next one, last software is required is Heroku. How to get that is, again go to Google, type Heroku CLI, the command line interface. Okay, so just type Heroku CLI. So you get the official website, devcenter.heroku.com. And when I go there, let me close this. Yep. So when I go here, you can see this official website, but here, yeah, download and install. Just click on this. Okay, so we have Mac. You can have a command like this, but for Windows we have that installation. So just click on the 64-bit installer, because I'm just showing all 64-bit because mine is 64-bit, and you have to choose 32 if you have. But 99% mostly everyone having 64-bit operating system. Okay, if you're using Windows 10 or 9 or 8. Okay, so now we have all the installations done, and one last thing we need to install, that is MongoDB. It's 1 minute. It's MongoDB Compass. One more is required. MongoDB Compass. What is this MongoDB Compass is? This is like a complete. 1 second. Sorry. MongoDB Compass is actually mm, this is one GUI environment which you can visualize your data. Okay, like instead of typing the command line, to see the data of the backend database, you can visualize data here using Compass. So this we can install here. So go back to Google. Let's say MongoDB Compass. Actually, you can get that from MongoDB official website. Go to MongoDB once. Here, go to softwares. Go to softwares. Here you can find the Compass. Yes, this one. Click on the Compass, and here they're not given direct access. Yeah, just click on the try it button, and here. Okay, so right side you can see the available things. It will select automatically your platform. You can just click on download and make sure the package will be zip. Okay, and click on download. So this will download MongoDB Compass. Okay, fine. So we have now successfully downloaded all the softwares required. Okay, so let's start with installation part. Okay, so first we'll start with Notepad++. So how to do that is, let me go to the my downloads folder. See, these are the softwares we have downloaded just now. Okay, so let's start with installation. Notepad++ is this one. So you can just simply double click. Not much changes, man. It will be like very basic. Just click on next, 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 and finish. So let me double click on NPP, Notepad++. You get the wizard. Just click on yes. And here you can choose the language, by default English, and click on OK. This will next, click on next to continue, and accept the license agreement. And this is going to install the program files. Don't change the path, and no changes here. Click on next, create desktop shortcuts, and click on install. I got the error because Notepad++ already running. Okay, you know what? I have typed it in the same software, so I'm using the software, so I can't reinstall it. Okay, so let me close this once and then try. Okay, so this is gonna install the Notepad++ and finish. Then where is my code? Yeah, it's there. So this is Notepad++. Very simple. Click on next, next, and finish. Next. The next software we're going to install is Visual Studio Code and WebStorm. So VS Code, go back to our downloads. This is the VS Code setup. So just double click on this. Okay, actually my battery is down. Wait. Okay, so here you get this wizard and click on accept the license agreement and click on next. Here, okay, so you select everything, click on next and ready to install. Just click on install. Okay, just give me one moment. I'm going to connect my charger because this is battery down. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Okay, so now this is getting installed. Because once you have done with all the installation, right, so we'll be ready to start with that shell development process. So that's a plan. Okay, so it's done and you can launch it. Okay, just click on finish to launch the VS Code. So this is how the VS Code looks like. Come on, it's loading. Yeah, so this is VS Code software and we're going to create the projects and all here. But anyway, just make sure you have done the installation. So creating projects and all we'll see in the next class. Okay, so that's finished. Once you have done that, close it. And the next thing is WebStorm. So how to install WebStorm? Just directly go to my downloads folder and here WebStorm 2020 version. And this one you can double click. One second. Let me close this. Okay, so WebStorm, just double click on this. WebStorm is some different kind of installation. You have to do some different settings. So please careful while installing the WebStorm. Okay, so I'll do the options. Yeah. So you get the installation wizard again. Just click on yes, and yeah, this one, and click on next. Let me minimize this. Yeah. So what are this? Install, uninstall the old versions. Okay. Actually, you won't get this because I have only old version 2019. So is it asking shall I uninstall that? Okay. So I say don't do that. Okay. You won't get this. Okay. Just remove it. Just ignore this file and click on next. Okay. So this is going to install in this particular location program files. So make sure you have to install the program files because as I said, I'll give you the key in future, right? So that key only works if you have installed in program files. Okay, so make sure you keep in C program files location. Okay, and click on next. And here you get the installation options. So if your system 32-bit, you have to select this. My system is 64-bit. I have to select this and just add this, add this, add this, add this, and add this. This is not required for me because this is for 32-bit. If you're selecting 32-bit, you have to select this one. So either one you have to select and update path. This is not required. Okay, this will make your system will restart. So I don't want to restart my system because all our meeting will get close. So anyway, this is not required and click on next and click on install. Okay, so this will take more time. Meanwhile, we're gonna install the Node.js. This will take a lot of time, under 2 to 3 minutes. So don't wait for that. So we are going to, okay, it's making a bit faster. Okay, then we'll continue. Let's wait for this. Okay, meanwhile, anybody, any questions, any clarifications? No. Okay, I think I have mute everyone. Okay, I gave access for all. Those who want to talk to me, you can unmute yourself and you can talk to me. Okay, I gave access now. Okay, and if not, then no issue. Fine. And so this is installing. Come on. You muted all. No, no, I have unmute all. You can just click on unmute and you can talk to me. Just click on unmute and you can talk to me. Oh, again power has gone. Okay, let's see, let's see. Sir, WebStorm is same working like VS Code. Ah, yes, of course. Same like it says. It's same like VS Code. Which shader we use for session? I'm using WebStorm. Okay, I'm using WebStorm. You can also use the same because I'll give you the license, right? You can use it. WebStorm making PC slow. Okay, because it is heavyweight. Don't worry, this is most important one. I tell you a small difference between WebStorm and VS Code. Thing is, in VS Code, you have to remember all the packages. Okay, it means you have to import statements, you have to do manually and then use it. But in WebStorm, if you just type the word, it automatically detects the package and it automatically write the import statement. So it will make you or application development bit easier than VS Code. Okay, this is very smartest IDE which you can use for React and Angular. Okay, so and also in VS Code, to debug the application is bit complex because you have to configure, because when you develop the React.js application, you configure in one component and you have to use that component in somewhere, and by mistake you have give some typo name for the component. So this will not detect. So as a developer, you should be very careful to detect. So what is the name you have given over there and here? But WebStorm is not like that. It will automatically give you uh, the the debug things over there. So if you give some wrong name also, it will tell you you have given in that file some name, or you mean that file or something else. So this will give you the hint. Okay, so debugging very easy using this. Okay, so you going through, you really understand the importance of this. Okay, but as I said, choice is yours. WebStorm is paid one, right? Yes, paid one. I told, right, I'll give you the license for you. And company generally uses either WebStorm or either VS Code or Atom or Backends. All look same only, all are almost same only. But if you can practice on these two, then you can do anything. Okay, fine. And for some days we'll use this, some days we'll also use this, mostly this. Okay, fine. Yeah, so once you are done with this installation, you get this option, run WebStorm, and click on finish. So this is the official 2020 version of WebStorm. So it is starting. Come on. Okay, so it is open, and here it is asking for your activation. Don't worry, just click on this evaluate for free option, and it works for 30 days. Okay, and click on evaluate. Okay, select that option and click on evaluate. So it works for 30 days without any trouble. um, it will open again. Just evaluate it now. Yeah, so now you can see the actual software. Yeah, React Native is for mobile apps, React is for websites. Okay, yeah, this record session is available, and definitely I'll share with my YouTube, and you can go through that, don't worry. Okay, so we got this one. Okay, this is the WebStorm IDE. Just like, see, VS Code also almost like this. You can see the project here, and you can make a source code here like that. Okay, and yeah, if you want to see the what you want to see the um, expiry date, just click on help and about. Expiry date is um, not this one. Yeah, expiry date is September 3, 2020. Today is August 4th, so exactly after 30 days, September 3rd. So we will make it. We will make the changes. Okay, don't worry. Fine. So that's WebStorm software. Let me close that one. Okay, fine. And Atom brackets also the same way you can install and you can see that, but never use Sublime Text for React or Angular. Okay, so this is very basic, just like your Notepad++. Okay, so no automate code, nothing. So don't use that, any of this. Fine. And we're going to install Node.js now. So go to the downloads folder. So double click on Node.js. Okay, it is going to install. Yeah, you get this wizard, and this will do a check. Okay, so computing the space requirement. So it just compute, just check, do you have the required space in the system or not. So that will take some time. So let's wait for Node.js. Come on, come on. My system is slow or what? Yeah, it will take another 2 minutes. Because it's a live session, right? If it is record session, I would have cut it. Okay, so for how much time it is taking, I just cut that video and I'll just make it attach the next part. But it's a live, right? So we have to wait for it. Yeah, I got this and click on next. And this one accept license agreement, same regular. Click on next. How we install the game same way. So click on next and program files. Yes, click on next and custom setup not required. Click on next. Yeah, this is very important and never ever check this. Okay, so this is going to install some Python specific tools, C++ specific tools inside the Node.js installation. We don't need that. Okay, because we are not doing any C++ or Python coding. This is not required. If you have checked this installation will take more than 1 hour. Okay, because it will do a lot of installations and downloads. So don't do this. This is not required for our codes. Okay, so don't check this and click on next and install. Okay, so I am not showing the installation now because I have already done that. Okay, so just click on install. It will do the progress bar for install and finish will come. So just click on install and do that. So I'm going to exit now. Finish. Okay, so once you have installed the Node.js, you need to check the version, because same, no, Notepad++, we open the software editor, we open the software and check it is successfully installed. But Node.js, how to open Node.js? Is not like desktop app to open. You can just check the version. If you can get the version, yes, successfully installed. Okay, so how to check Node.js version is, you will type the command node space -v in the command line, in the command prompt or terminal. So WebStorm make your system slow, bro. I tell you, simple thing. You have bicycle, you have bike. Okay, so bicycle, no need to start. It will just as soon as you get in, you will, you can just go on. But bike, you have to start it, you have to raise it and then go. But once it is started, you can see the movement. So how bicycle will go, how bike can go. Same difference is between VS Code and WebStorm. Here some fuel is required, here no fuel required. But with the bicycle, you can't go much far. It means you can't develop the real complex application with this. Yes, of course you can do, but it's not that easy. But here this will give you an automated hints, so which we can save your time. Okay, so only difference between bike and cycle is bicycle is bike saves the time. This one. Okay, just don't worry that system will get slow. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, let's start with node. So let me open a CMD. I'm telling that I'm giving you the bike, right? So why you want to only focus on the cycle? Yeah, you can do both. I'm saying it's okay. It's your choice. And if you want to use this WebStorm, 4 GB RAM is enough. Okay, 4 GB is enough. If you have more than 4 GB, that is well and good. But I can say yes, I agree. 2 GB RAM will hang. Okay, so 2 GB RAM system will hang. But I guess mostly everyone using more than 4 GB, so it definitely works. Okay, no issue. Yeah, Node.js, how to check the version. So open a command line, open the command line, just say node space hyphen v, enter. So you get the version 12.14.1. Actually, we supposed to install 12.18. So, but I have already 12.14. That's okay. It works. No issue. Next, and the next thing is in my area power cut, but I'm still using it. Okay. Power backup is there for, but not for the port. Only for router is there. Okay, fine. And let's say npm space hyphen v, enter. Okay, you get the npm version. Okay, and then we have to install MongoDB, Insomnia, Git, Heroku, and Compass. So these are all the things you will get in the video, because I'm not sure when I'm going to close the meeting because it's battery down, so I can't do it much more, maximum 30 minutes. Yeah, so I can say the next installation will be available already in YouTube. You can just go through that. Okay, so up to Node.js you can try with this video, and MongoDB, Insomnia and all, I have already done that in separate video. You can just go through that. Okay, so I'm very sorry because there's a power cut in our area, so I can't do anything. So what I say is the next installation of these things. Okay, you can go to the YouTube and search my name, and here go to my UI Brains official website, I mean my channel. Here you can go to the videos. In this videos you can see one software installation. This is for Angular guys. Okay, so don't do this. Okay, so here more specific Angular things are there, don't do that. Here TypeScript and all will be there, not required. If you can come down, yes, this one, this is the video for software installation specifically for React.js. So this video is there, and next day tomorrow's class is this, next class is this. So these are all free. Okay, free classes I kept. So this you can watch. Okay, here I have explained all the software installation. So here I'm doing is node this MongoDB. Okay, so from MongoDB you can watch this tutorial, Insomnia and all, and I have explained the project structure and all. So this we'll see in a next class. Okay, so I'm here closing the meeting now. So these things you can watch my YouTube channel and that specific video, and I'll give this link in the current this video, so you can also go through that and do it. So make sure by joining tomorrow, before you join tomorrow, so you make sure you have installed all these softwares and keep it ready, so that we can directly jump into the application development. It means we start with the what is React.js, how the React.js architecture works, and also the first application and the walk through the application, and then we'll start the components creation, styles, bootstrap, and all the concept starts. Okay, So I strongly, I request you to install all these things, and then we'll start with application development. And some people are asking questions. Can you please share YouTube link, easy to access the places? Actually, YouTube link no need to share, because go to Google, just go to YouTube and type my name. This is my name, no? If you remember my name, just type my name, you get this directly. Okay. Or else if you type UI technologies, just UI technologies, these are my videos only, but don't go through these videos. This is very old. I have done it, but I this is very old. This is my channel. Okay. Just type my name directly, you get this. Otherwise just type UI brains, you get that. Okay. And how can we get the record video of yesterday? Yeah, yesterday's recorded video here only in this channel. This is one. If you open this here, you get this. And the current recorded video, the recorded video which is doing now, that also will get over here. Okay. And any questions? Can we install either Insomnia or Postman or both? You install both as of now, because we will show the demonstration on both.